Yo, what is good 369? Today I want to present you the thinking framework. Number one, starting off with the question, does your mind sometimes feel like a total mess? Most of us don't know what we are actually thinking. Sometimes we have fear or doubt or like the BBL monster that we saw on the street. And all of these things take up mental space without making like a big difference in our life. So how can we change this? Let's get it. So I want you to be able to catch yourself mid-thought. And there I want to show you now basically the base thinking chain. There we start with the root out here, go over to the consideration, and then up, I don't see it, then out there to the action. And I want to make it with an example a bit more clear. So you see a cute girl walking down the street. The root is you see this girl walking down the street. You consider if you want to talk to her or not. And your action is either you go away from her because you don't want to talk to her, or you go towards her, which would be an ROI positive thing. But instead, another action might be that you just overthink the whole situation and then you think and you think instead of actually doing something. And therefore, I want you to write those thoughts out. When we write something onto paper, we so to say manifest or materialize that thought that was just in our head onto the paper, onto like the real world, where you can actually take a better look in it and consider it even more. And when you now examine this thought, you can spot certain patterns. For example, you never talk to girls that you see on the street, and you always overthink it instead of actually talking to them. But the thought, of course, can also be something positive, something good that you then think about more. If you have a thought that is not really bringing you on in life, you write it down, you take a look at it, you examine it and see, I don't really need it, I can let it be. If the thought is positive and can actually bring you further, like for example, you saw, I don't know, a strategy in a sport game that was always running around in your mind, but you couldn't really think about it further, you write it down, then you see how you can use it, how you can think about it the more in order to use it for your situation, then this thought is actually beneficial for you. And now let's take an action step. For the next 7 days, write down your thought. Take a certain time on the day where you write down your thoughts, where you're thinking about that you couldn't solve in your head. And then you see if it's a good thought, use it. How can you use this certain thought in your life? And if it's not a positive thought, then or if it's not a generally useful thought, then let it be on the paper and just let it be. If you enjoyed today's episode and found it useful, consider checking out my Patreon, leave a like and subscribe, and we're going to see each other once again on the next episode in the Thinking Pillar this month on this channel.